1 sec. Just seeing if I've got the thingies. Which I do, so that's fine. Hey! Hey you guys! Let's get out of this horrible place, shall we? Oh, I need to put the icons back on, actually. Icons. We need to do the epic quest again. Finally. I think we can just get the stables from here.
The Rohirrim do not surrender.
I think the closest place will be Snowborn. Yeah, Snowborn. To Snowborn. Finally. I was getting so sick of Wildemore. Arkasaur! Thank you so much! Only 3 more months until 2 years. Jesus Christ. It means so much to me that you guys still support me even though my schedule's all over the place and it has been for a while.
What brings you to these lands?
Oh, right, we can just go from here. Time flies. A little. I do kind of feel like we've been doing this a long time. But then at the same time, no. Is Neb on the way? Neb is still in Wildemore. Well, I'm gonna be reading the quest anyway, so... And guess what? I've forgotten what everyone's voices sound like. Again. So I guess I'll have to do what I can with that. I love the music here. Where did the music go? Oh well. Oh, okay, Neb.
Nothing has changed. I have not received word from Aedoras that you may pass.
Hunbold's scowl deepens when you declare your intention to pass anyway. Still you defy my charge and that of my king. This cannot be. I cannot allow you across the Entosh. It is a command of Theoden King, and I will not betray my duty. The two of you have seen battle, I am certain of it, but this white-haired fellow has seen more than I can tell. Would you have me raise my sword against an old man?
Wait. There is something familiar about that man. Is it Glaewine?
Glaewine? Is that you? The minstrel of Theoden? On what account do you accompany these folk? Glaewine sheepishly steps forward, and you realize that Humboldt was never told of the minstrel's exile. Is you? Humboldt continues. Is it true what this elf says? Glaewine responds quickly, and Humboldt muses in silence. After a time he continues. Glaewine, if you will speak for these others, I will allow the three of you to pass. I am merely a simple man from the Eastfold, but you are held in confidence of the king, and must know his mind more thoroughly than ever I could hope to do. For the good of my king and the Riddermark, I will allow you to pass. Do not make me regret this choice. I would cast my blade aside before I raise it against such as you. Wow, this guy is really popular. Hey Skydom, how are you doing? Right, we can now ride to the Barrows. I kind of want to wait for Neb though. Because it's so cool, okay? I don't know if you guys have been here, but it's so cool. Whoa, that was so loud. Hey, Arurin Gaming? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid and welcome everyone. Hey Kevin Greenleaf. Hey Yuleberry. Never been anywhere from this point onwards. Arkasaur, have you done this place? I don't think that you have. How was your stream? Was it good? Were you doing Lotro as well? Same for me now. Oh, it's exciting. It's new areas. It's so exciting. Fine, thank you. Just had dinner and ate like a pig. Threw my diet out the window for today. You're on a diet? Yeah, I'm alright. I've thrown my own diet out the window. Like, I think I stopped last week-ish because I was doing it, but then my body kind of went into starvation mode, I think. So now I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just eat whenever I want. I think that's more of an excuse though. Not really a diet, just try to eat like a normal human being and not like I usually did. Fair enough. Oh. I could do with the bracelet. Can I have the bracelet, please? Thank you.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Maybe we can just trade for it now. Too far away. This is gonna be fun doing this on a war steed. Oh, there we go. It's difficult to trade on a war steed. Thank you. Where's my bracelets? Ooh. Blue one isn't looking so good. It's only 113 agility. The other one's 152. I think it's time to say goodbye to this elegant bracelet of the fox level 69. Oh dear. So welcome to more Rohan. It does look kind of the same, but it has different features. Different NPCs that all say the same thing. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Helm's Deep. So this is like right at the beginning, where we have to go to Edoras. I'm cheating right now. Tea and fruit and not chocolate for breakfast. Is that bad? I'm still eating like I should. No cheat day either. I don't even feel like I need them. Oh, that's really good. I really cheated today. My stream was great. Played some Overwatch and Destiny 2 with some friends and fellow streamers. Figured I'd end the stream by raiding a fellow Lotro streamer. Oh, that's awesome. I used to play Destiny 2 for a while. When it first came out. So that was like forever ago. I don't have it anymore though, actually. Because I played it on PlayStation 4. And we traded it in for like £1. Because that's how much it's worth now. Oh, there's a warband here. Oh, but I literally just cancelled the quest. We can do it if you guys want, though. Oh, but Archosaur's dead. This is a great start. Well, I will be dead soon too, so... Ta-ta. Sorry. Oh, what? I used my desperate flight and I still died. This is not fair. Nah, let's just ride. Oh well. I might as well just retreat. I'm literally like at the place. It's 5 AM for Oren. Have a good night. Wow, that's really early. You literally just play it all night. It's crazy. Good night. Thank you again for the raid. 5 AM is East Coast of USA. I've no idea. I always have to do that stupid thing where I have to Google what time is it US Eastern when the servers go down. I'm almost... It's so hard to this rest eat. I'm sorry. I'm on the way. We'll have to do something where, I don't know, I jump off a cliff like 20 times. Or however many reses you need. It's usually 7 hours behind USA, East Coast, and from 9 to 12 on West Coast. That's how I count. I never remember. And then by the time I do know what it is, it's like the clocks change. So. But I think they're gonna stop doing that at some point. They're talking about not doing it anymore. Max 10 per day. Before the gates of Edoras, burial mounds of kings stand before you. Stand beside the road. Oh, I should have come in on the road. Never mind.
We have returned to Edoras, and death is upon my mind.
Will Theoden King heed the warning we bring, or will he answer our words of caution with admonishment and a more final decree than exile? Horn looks to the mounds on the left and right side of the road. How long has it been since Meduseld was raised? And how many kings of Rohan sleep here in death? 10 and 6 mounds for 10 and 6 kings. Will the Evermind blossoms cover another mound before this war is through, or will no good men remain to build it? Let us continue into the city. Our errand is urgent, and we have little time for my dark musings. You've discovered Edoras. Hey look, there's Shadowfax. This is cool, isn't it? Oh, the music brings me back, damn. Oh, I remember when I came here for the first time. Oh, so many years ago. And I've literally never been back. This is my first time in Edoras. This is your first time in Edoras. Shame you couldn't see it in better days. No, that's what they say in Minas Tirith. How did I do Glarewine's voice? Oh, I don't know. Look at this. Unless I am much mistaken, that horse is Shadowfax, Lord of the Miras. The king gifted him to Gandalf the wizard some months ago, rather against his wishes, truth be known. It seems the horse has found his way back home, riderless. The king will be pleased if he does not already know that mighty Shadowfax has returned. That will brighten his countenance for certain. He may be more willing to forgive our defiance of his commands as well. Let us continue onward to the Golden Hall, Nirelwen. I am ready. Oh my god, another player. Amazing.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I think they did a good job with Edoras. It looks really good. Could use the deed accelerator and I could log in and die for you 32 times and you'll get it. One day when I do more deeds. Feels like a bit of a waste otherwise. Fair enough. I have time. I could help you out as well. With the res deed. I'm not sure I know the way. Oh. Wait. Yeah, I think it is this way. Yeah, there's the stairs. Too many horse statues. There is quite a lot of them. Even on this house, there's 4 statues. That's the thing about Rohan, it has a lot of horses everywhere. That's an SSG dev, I bet, not a player. They have to have the plus signs though if they're a dev, I think. Or I suppose they could just not use that account. That's a lot of... Look how many horses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11? Jesus. Oh, wait, how do we get up there? Shortcut way. Can we do a screenshot? Actually, everything outside the starting zones I watch on streams are my first times. Not every time, because you would have seen stuff before, I'm sure. Edoras looks better in this game than it does in the movies. It does look much bigger. Yeah. Let me know when you guys are ready to continue. Ready. Yep. Yep, Arkasor's the dwarf minstrel, and Neb is the elf guardian. High elf guardian. I'm just a regular elf. Cool, let's go! Pleb elf. Yeah, I'm just a plonker elf. Outside the Golden Hall of... Is it Meduseld? I don't know how to say it. Meduseld. The door ward of Theoden bars your way. It's Hammer.
What brings you hither against the word of Theoden?
This is not the first time you have come before the Golden Hall of Meduseld. It is in my mind that you were sent from here in disgrace by command of the king. What brings you hither against the word of Theoden? How many unwanted visitors will bring ill news here today? Hammer notices your puzzled expression and continues. You are not the only unwelcome guests to come to Meduseld this day. Some are within the Golden Hall this very hour.
You are not the first to come here today.
Testing the word of my heart against the command of my king, do I compound an earlier error by allowing you into the hall, or do I make all right with a single throw? Hammer sighs heavily. Neither have I so ruled... Never have I so rued this post. The will of Theoden is clear, but I do not believe you come here with evil intent. You speak of dangers to the north and all around, but returning here brings the greatest danger upon yourselves. Is that not the truest sign of your good hearts? The king must be told what you have seen. Speak to me when you are ready to continue into the hall, and I shall take your weapons, as is the custom. Then you shall proceed before the king, and we will see if I have misjudged you. I hope for your sake, and for mine, that I have not.
If you are willing, I will take your weapons and bring you before the king.
Know this, once you step beneath the roof of Meduseld, all chances to repent of your defiance are gone.
We have returned to Meduseld against the king's orders, but we do not seem to be the only ones coming to the Golden Hall to speak words of warning.
We are not alone in the hall of Theoden, Rohan. Let us approach and see who has the ear of the king, but we will interfere only if it be in the interest of Rohan to do so. A hush hangs over the hall.
Son of Thengel,
Oh.
I have returned, and I bring warning and wise counsel. A storm is brewing. All good people must stand together or be destroyed.
It's Legolas, an Aragorn and Gimli.
I greet you, Gandalf. But why should I welcome you? You bring troubles wherever you go. You say a storm brews. I say you are its herald, a bringer of woe and ill tidings.
You speak wisdom, my lord.
It's all voiced.
All around us the news is grim.
It is Badanab. Your old man
It
voice is
not
the
1
best.
week since your son and heir Theodred was slain on the western marches. You cannot trust in Eomer. He would empty your city and leave your treasures unguarded.
Horde drifting.
And now Gondor tells us that the Dark Lord stirs once more in the east. It is curious, is it not, that these are the days in which this ragged wanderer returns to us.
A worker of evil may come in fell times, Grima, son of Galmod. But there are also those who come when they are most needed, when days are darkest.
I did not mourn when Shadowfax came back riderless, Gandalf. The return of the horse was made all the greater by lack of the rider.
So it was, my lord. See his rags? Have you ever seen such a beggarly figure?
The courtesy of your hall is not as it was, Theoden, son of Thengel. Has your door ward, Hummer, not reported the names of my companions?
I see only churls and vagabonds, and you the worst of them all. Be gone with you, and leave my lord to those who do not wish him ill.
You know not of what you speak, Grima Wormtongue.
Uncle! 1 week ago, isn't he the same we fought along at the Eisen? I'm confused. No, we fought again. We fought with we fought along with Theodred. What do you mean? For the Horde. Ah, Laurelin, I am glad you made it here from Wildemore so quickly, but I will need to hear your reports of that land at another time. All of us have work to do, for the king is not yet free of danger. Keep an eye on Grimmer if you would. He is slippery, and I fear he may intend further harm to the king. Whether he can work greater harm than he has already performed is a question for which I have no answer. Stay on your guard.
Theoden, I offer you my counsel, if you would have it. I have ever been a friend to the House of Eor, and would not see it come to its ending.
Nor would I, Gandalf. But it is so dark. So dark.
No, my friend. Not all is dark. Behold! Beyond your darkened windows, there is light. The skies shine above, as they always have. Will you heed me?
Now I see the shadows for what they are, Gandalf. They are fleeting, like a grim memory. How came this to be?
So that is done. I think that went rather well, considering what is at stake. We have so little time to waste, and much depends on haste. We cannot spend these precious moments squabbling among ourselves when the real foes lie without. Save one, Grimmer, son of Galmod, called the Wormtongue. He is an enemy of Theoden and of Rohan, and he remains within. His fate will rest with the king, as it should. Rohan and Theoden are not free of danger yet. Still, we have work to do. I would have expected a little movie thing to play.
It Seems your road entwines with ours for a pace or two more.
They don't have that many of those films anymore, the cutscenes, which is sad. I don't think they do one for this whole expansion. It seems your road entwines with ours for a pace or two more, Laurelin. Ah, I would not celebrate so quickly were I you. War has already come to Rohan, and its drumbeat deepens with every passing hour. We are beset on all sides by evils both known and unknowable, and to be near Gandalf is to be near danger. Gandalf laughs, but his eyes are stern. Ha ha ha. Grimmer would say I brought the danger hither, but I do not doubt. But I say Gandalf goes where he is needed, and for this day and every day that is to where the danger is deepest. Let's have Gandalf's favor.
Much has transpired since last we met, but my companions can give their account.
What? Oh, okay. Well, tell me if they're good. Much has transpired since last we met, but my companions can give you their account. My own would take too long to tell, and from any other would beg a belief. You would trust my tale, I am certain, but then only because you have experienced some things nearly as peculiar. Know this, Laurelin, I bear tidings both glad and sorrowful. The task set before our mutual friends at the last homely house is still ongoing. Though some of that company are here with us in this golden hall, some others carry still the burden to its destination. The errand is not yet done, but neither is it abandoned. Those be the glad tidings. I will let Aragorn tell you what this joyful news has cost us, for it was not bought without strife.
We meet again, my friend. I am glad of it.
For it seems there is a shortage of friendly faces in this land. One man of honour I met, and he was imprisoned for his kindness to me. You press Aragorn on the matter of Gandalf's cryptic words, and the ranger's face falls. Gandalf gives you the joyful tidings, and leaves the ill news to me. It has been 1 week since our fellowship was sundered on Path Galen, along the banks of the Anduin. Boromir of Gondor fell there. He gave his life protecting the halflings, Meriadoc and Peregrine, but they were borne away by great orcs of Saruman. Others went another way. I had to make a choice, and I chose it. We could not abandon Merry and Pippin. I do not know if I chose aright. The orcs were destroyed before our pursuit ended, and Gandalf tells me the hobbits found safety. Should I have done otherwise? I cannot say. But now we must do what we can for Rohan, and put behind us what regrets we may.
It is good to see you again, though we are met on the very precipice of danger.
Did I give Legolas a posh voice before? Because I really don't remember. I don't know what I did for Legolas. What does he sound like in game?
It is good to see you again, though we are met on the very precipice of danger.
How have you fared since last we spoke? You tell Legolas of your adventures, and his light laughter breezily flies around the hall. Ha ha ha. What is it that our young friends used to say? You have gone from the frying pan into the flames, and the frying pan was hot enough. You have had adventures to spare, Rohan, and it seems we all have done. I am glad your own journey brought you to Fangorn, as did mine. I could spend years exploring beneath its canopy, never feeling the passage of time, were it not for the pull of that which moves my feet. Once our friends are safe, perhaps I will follow that pull to where it leads. Legolas notices your quizzical expression, and his usual laughter melts away. The sea, Rohan, he responds. I speak of the sea.
I have cloven a number of orc skulls since we last met, but it is not enough.
Well, there's no way I can do Gimli's voice without killing my throat, so... It has been several weeks since last we met, Rohan. What have you done with time? With the time, I have cloven a number of orc skulls since then, but not enough to satisfy my hatred of the beasts. Some of their ilk led us on a merry chase across much of Rohan, and my chest fills with pride to tell you I outpaced even Legolas on that race. I may have been winded, true, but Gimli, Gloin's son, did not abandon the pursuit without need. When we caught up with the Uruk band at last, they had already been slain by men of Rohan. It has been 2 days since our pursuit ended, and I have nearly caught my breath again. Aw, Tommins! Thanks so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? And the last Starfighter, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing alright today, thank you. I've just been taking it like one day at a time, but I'm excited today to do this new area. We're doing Helm's Deep expansion. I've never run so far or so fast in all my days, and I would be content to stay in one place for the rest of them, if that place were a mountain with good stone and deep roots. There should be. There must be one somewhere. That's really odd. Just got a road NT and a C920 in the sails, setting up to stream again. Oh wow! That's really cool. It's a really good microphone, because I'm not using any filters on it at all at the moment, and it's fine. It's really easy to set up. I think the camera was a bit fiddly because it kept trying to override things, but it's fine. It was easy to set up on this PC, so I'm sure it's fine. But that's really exciting. Oh, talk to Theoden. What does Grimmer have to say?
I only want what is best for the king.
Sure you do.
I feel as if a heavy shroud has been lifted from my sight.
My days were filled with dark dreams, and my nights were no different. What foul craft of Grimmer's is to blame? No, not his doing alone. It was my weakness that allowed him so to dominate my mind. No longer. I am myself again and free of his whisperings. It is well that Gandalf arrived here when he did, and that Hammer allowed him to pass the threshold. That transgression I will forgive. Grimmer may have intended further mischief. Indeed, I am certain of it. Leave Meduseld and speak to Hammer. Tell him I want Grimmer's chambers searched and my sister's son Eomer released from imprisonment. These actions were poorly done, and I must be righted.
These are better tidings than I believed possible.
Yes. You return from within on your own power, which tells me your wager was correct and you will draw breath until tomorrow at least. Hammer listens as you recount what befell within the Golden Hall, and his questioning face is soon aglow with smiles. These are better tidings than I believed possible. You are a friend both new and true to bring me such words. Theoden, my king, you have been brought from the darkness by the wisdom of Gandalf. He is the Storm Crow no longer, White Wizard, friend to Rohan and its people. I rejoice to hear it. Theoden King, restored at last. Oh shit.
Chambers, as the king instructs.
I clicked too fast. Oh, okay. I will guide you to Grimmer's chambers as the king instructs. We must remain alert near Rohan, for Grimmer may have left the seeds of some mischief in his chambers. He may still manage to work some evil, and that would be a cruel cut indeed, to know of his treachery and still succumb to it. Grimmer's chambers are northeast to the steps that lead to Meduseld. Come, I will show you the way. Oh shit, wasn't expected. I didn't expect it either, it just came out. Oh, this is it. You have found the entrance to Wormtongue's chambers. Do further treacheries await within? Oh, a locked chest. The chest is tightly locked and you possess no key for it. That doesn't stop an adventurer. A crude map lies on this table, but you cannot discern what it represents. A marked page in one of these books reads, "No mere wit, he." These books detail the geography and history of Rohan, but contain nothing of note right now. Carved into the table is the crude representation of a crying eye. Why is the banner, like, covered up as well? That's quite strange. These drawers contain linens and fine clothes, rumpled now and in disarray. I know, broke my immersion. I'm sorry. Forgive. Thought Lotro had started getting spicy in its writing. This cabinet stands empty. Did someone get here before you? Yeah, Neb did. Beneath the chair you find a golden key. Oh my gosh, I wonder what this opens. Inside the chest you find items too varied to belong to Grimmer, including a valuable sword.
What did you find there?
That is Herogrim, the sword of Theoden. It is possible that the king asked Grimmer to keep the sword safe in his chest, but such safekeeping is no longer necessary. I will return Herogrim to its master, once I have brought Éomer word of his release. For now, bring these other items to Grimmer in Meduseld and see what he has to say about them. These items are both too varied and too valuable to be his property. I'll warrant, and his explanation for possessing them should be interesting.
Every one of those items was a gift.
How should I do his voice? Maybe I should do it a bit nasally. I don't What are these things? Why do you show them to me, vile elf? You explain that the goods were taken from the chest in his chambers and demand an explanation. Every one of those items was a gift, Grimmer hisses. You are the thief. I demand you return those things to my chambers, and when you return to my presence, you come bearing an apology. Intelligent golem voice. I have suffered at the hands of these ingrates, and now my own possessions are being paraded before all the court, and my name dragged through the slime. These are the thanks I receive for my months of tireless service to the king. You are a liar, elf, and a thief. Your voice drips with poison, and your words are all false. I curse thee, and beg that some kind heart will defend me from your insults and your slander.
Where did you get these items?
You say they were found within Grimmer's chest, I see. Theoden casts a dark look in the direction of his former servant. I will have one of my men restore these items to their proper owners. I am of no mind to send this worm back to his proper owner as well. Would it be mercy, I wonder? On this day and in sight of his continued crimes, I am more interested in justice than in mercy. It's probably better to keep hold of my hype bold stuff, to be honest.
Wait. There is one item you should return yourself, as its owner is here in the hall.
Theoden scowls and hands you a delicate cloth. On a corner of the cloth is embroidered the name Eowyn. I am not so poor a judge as to think my sister-daughter Eowyn intended Grimmer to have this token of her favour. Return it to her, and she will tell you for whom it was intended.
I remember this token. I gave it to my brother to bring him good fortune in battle.
Eowyn accepts the embroidered cloth from you with surprise. I remember this token. I gave it to my brother Eomer to bring him good fortune in battle, and he wore it on his ranging throughout the mark. It must have been taken from him when he was confined to his chambers by my uncle's command. No, the command was my lord Theoden's, but the words were Grimmer's, and my brother's confinement was carried out by those men Grimmer selected. One of them must have taken his token from Eomer and given it to Grimmer. Had I known this, I would not have allowed it. Bring this token of mine to my brother, and tell him our uncle is restored. He is being confined to his chambers in Edoras, north of Meduseld. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, what? You literally can't. Oh, God. What's happened? I don't even know. Oh, dear. I got caught on all of the objects. Oh, seriously? Okay, it's not there. You found the entrance to Aomer's chambers, where until today he has been imprisoned by command of the king. Oh, he's here. No need to go upstairs.
Thank you for bringing me these tidings, friend.
Nurelwen, I am glad to see you are well. Hammer has brought me the news that I am free to leave, but that is not what lightens my heart. The most joyous tidings are that my uncle Theoden has awakened to the fact of his peril, and his treacherous counsellor has been dragged to light. Aomer accepts the embroidered cloth from you and crushes it in one fist. This was taken from me by Forthair, one of Gurimar's men. I am pleased to have it back, but I would sooner teach Forthair a lesson about respecting the belongings of others. I was treated well enough by the guards outside my chambers, but my inability to do anything for my family or for Rohan was the cruelest fact of my imprisonment. I spent many hours studying the map of Rohan in the room upstairs, trying to develop a strategy for the defense of the kingdom that could not be undone by Saruman. Go, study the map yourself and see if there is such a strategy I might have missed, for I came up with little of use. Oh, I can study the regions. Oh geez, there's a lot to read though. A lot to read. I think I will just leave it. You study the map of Rohan for a time, but few strategies present themselves to you that could stand against the armies of Saruman.
Return to my sister and give her my thanks.
Did you find some strategy that could serve us against the armies of Saruman? Sadly, I did not, and I had more time to think on the problem than you had. There is no shame in it. Our strength lies on the open fields, but against such numbers as you say Saruman has assembled, I do not think our strength will suffice. The mark is not as defensible as we need it to be. Return to my sister and give her my thanks and my love. I will see her when I return to the hall with Hammer. Perhaps we will look at the map once more and see if there is something we have missed. Yeah, you missed Helm's Deep, dude. That's where we're gonna need to go.
My brother is free of his cage. I delight to hear it.
For soon I too will be free of the cage that binds me. Eowyn's smile brightens her face in the same way as does the sun breaking through a gap in the clouds. My cage is not made of metal or of wood, Nurelwen, but it is a cage all the same. In time of peace, it confines me to the Golden Hall and its outbuildings, but when war threatens, it cannot hope to withstand the force of our great need. I am a shield maiden of Rohan, and I shall take up my sword and spear to defend this land and its people. My uncle must surely ride now to Isengard to challenge Saruman, and I will not hesitate to take up arms and ride with him.
All the people of Rohan will need to stand if the kingdom is to survive.
But their king must do so first.
The time has come for Theoden to step beyond the confines of his hall.
And look out over the city. Speak to the king and see if he is willing to do this, Nurelwen.
I am ready to look out upon my city with unclouded eyes.
Nurelwen, free from the shroud of Gurimar's whispers, will you walk with me as well?
Theoden king has stepped beyond his hall to look upon the kingdom. What will he see, I wonder? And will it move him to strike down the evils arrayed against his people?
Theoden King has gone ahead with Gandalf, Laurelin. Do you think he has forgiven us? I know in my heart we returned for the good of the kingdom, but it is a serious crime to disobey the word of the king. My heart is a flutter, friend.
We returned in time, but should we have returned at all?
Glaewine still believes we will be punished, but my mind is not troubled. We returned to Theoden at the right moment for forgiveness. Was Gandalf not sent away with equal force? And yet now he has the ear of the king and speaks wisdom to him. We return without the insight of the wizard, but we bring something valuable all the same. Warning of Saruman's reach and power. That warning too has value to the king, and when he chooses his course, he will weigh what we have to say alongside the words of his advisors.
We returned with time enough to protect the king. That is what matters now.
Now we will hear the commands of Theoden and learn if we have truly come to him in time. Rohan stands at a crossroad, and it is up to her king to choose the correct course. We will help him choose a right, to the sorrow of Saruman. It is not magic that Gandalf uses to cure Theoden of the hurts that Saruman and his agent Grimmer have wrought. No, our wise friend seeks to cure Theoden with words of friendship and hope. Already I see it working.
I place my trust in Gandalf. He has never failed that trust.
Where's Eowyn going? Okay, bye. The air is fresh and clean, Rohan, and the tall grasses sway in the breeze. From here we can look out over the fields of Rohan, see how the sunlight dances upon that distant river. It has been some days since Theoden beheld his own lands, I warrant. Grimmer gave him report of them, but always in such a way as to advance his own ends, and those of Saruman, his master.
You speak of a secret hope, Gandalf. My heart is heavy. Alas for Boromir of Gondor. Alas for my own son, Theoden. The young and strong perish, but the old linger on. It is a cruel turn.
Your strength is not gone, my friend. It lacks only your sword to return in full force.
Ah, where is Herogrim? Grima took it to keep it safe. Where might he have stowed it?
Take this blade, my lord. It was always yours to command.
Arise, riders of Theoden.
Command us, my lord.
We must stamp out the threat of Saruman.
I just wanted to join in.
Hama, bring Grima before me. This time he redeemed his treachery.
Aye, my lord.
But you, my guests, deserve the hospitality of my house. I have been a poor host.
No, Theoden King. The men of Rohan must ride today, and we will ride with them.
Yes! You will be welcome, Aragorn, as will your friends.
Be not overconfident, Theoden King. Isengard is strong, and other perils there are also. After we have gone, you must not delay. Lead the rest of your people to the hold of Dunharrow.
My people will go to Dunharrow, but I will not bring them there. I will ride to war, to fall in the front of the battle, if that is the need.
The Lord of the Mark.
The Isengard pronunciation.
Who then will lead your people to safety?
I will think on that before I go. Here comes my
Oh.
counselor.
My lord, you should come in from the hot sun. Your meat is nearly ready. Can others not deal with these troublesome guests? Let Grima send them away.
No, Grima. I will ride to war as I should have done long ago. You will ride with me.
Grimma's eyes dart back and forth from face to face, sizing up the assemblage. My lord, can you not see what this wizard and his ragged band seek to achieve? They do not care for your health or for your safety, and seek to lead you into danger. Your death would grieve them little, but there are those close to you who would mourn even the smallest hurt to your person. Listen to Grimma and come back inside. Abandon the madness these cruel ones have instilled in your mind. Let me send them away. Speak not of war. That is a young man's endeavour, and you have ruled the mark for many seasons. Will you not listen to your faithful Grimma? Send me not away.
But I do not send you away, Grimma. I ask you to ride at my side and thereby prove your faith. Will you do this?
A lord of the House of Aelwell may have the stomach for war, but I am only a humble servant. Let me stay behind, a faithful steward to keep your hall until your return.
He's such a slimy one, isn't he? Do you hear how desperately he wishes to be relieved of this charge? If that plea does not excuse Grimma from war, I can think of no other that will. I would not trust him to carry a sack of grain into the mountains, for fear he would steal either the sack or its contents, whichever he thought he would desire more. My uncle is no fool. He will not humour this request. Grimma hisses at you, his eyes narrowed unpleasantly. Do not disturb my lord more than you have already. He is weary and needs his rest. Only when you and your irksome friends leave these lands will he be once again at peace. Enough. Grimma succeeds again, if not at his truest goal, then still at one of value to his master. For Saruman is his master, and every hour we delay plays into his hands. We can spare no more time on him.
He is not a man, but a snake. You cannot bring it safely along, nor can you leave it behind. Give him a horse, and judge him by the choice he makes, whether to ally with you or with Saruman, his master.
No, do not harm him.
Okay, bye.
My mercy is now ended. If I see him again, it will not go well with Grimma. I go forth to battle. It is like to be my last riding. Theodred, my heir, is slain. Who shall I leave behind to rule in my stead? Is there no man? In whom do my people trust?
We trust in the House of Aerl.
But Eomer is the last of that house, and I need his sword arm. He cannot be spared.
I did not name Eomer, nor is he the last. There is his sister Eowyn also, fearless and true of heart. All love her. Let her lead the Erlingus while we are gone.
You speak wisdom, Hammer. So it shall be. Eowyn will rule the people in my stead and lead them to Dunharrow and safety. I ask that you and your friends help her with this burden.
I have long known there was strength still in this land, and in its king. Theoden's decisions on this day are not a surprise to me, and they should not have been surprising to you either, Laurelin.
There is strength in Theoden, and that strength will flow into his people.
If its king is strong, so will be the kingdom. Gladly will I ride to Isengard with Theoden and his men, there to demand Saruman cast down by his staff. Friends of mine were endangered by the commands of that wizard, and I have a debt to repay on that score.
I have been given my freedom. Now I ride to war with my king.
It is a far better day into which I walk than the one I left. We will show Saruman that Rohan is strong. For too long he has done as he will, but now we will remind him that his land is not his to despoil. My road leads west with the king, but he has asked you to assist Eowyn at Edoras. I am certain there will be no lack of deeds that will need doing. But if you have an opportunity, perhaps you could see how fares Oldburg in the Eastfold. That town is my home, and it would be a comfort to my mind to know that you have kept an eye on it. There is no hurry. Assist Eowyn with her preparations here first, but keep Oldburg in mind while I am away if you would. I was just seeing what items you guys have picked up.
To protect his people.
It is good that Theoden takes action to protect his people. Saruman's greatest ally for these past months has been the inaction of Theoden, sown by the whisperings of Wormtongue. How many orcs were given free passage across the fields of Rohan? Even one would be too many. And it was much more than a single orc. I do not say that Theoden rides to victory. It is good that he comes forth, but the armies of Saruman are vast, and I do not know if the Rohirrim can meet them on the field.
For too long have I stayed beneath the roof of my home.
No more will I delay. I will ride forth to Isengard with my warriors, and we will remind Saruman that the Rohirrim still live. My sister-daughter Eowyn will chafe at my command that she remain behind and make the people ready to leave Edoras, I know, but she will carry out my wish. Speak to her outside the Golden Hall and lend her what aid you may in this.
There is no honor in this. Why must I stay behind?
Why must I remain behind while my brother and uncle ride to war? Do they care more for Rohan than do I? No, I would fight as hard for the people of the Mark as any man, and mayhap with even greater ferocity. Eowyn's eyes blaze with a dangerous fire for a moment, and her fists clench and unclench. I will do as my king commands, Laurelin. This duty has been given to me, and I will carry it out as best I may, though it be not my desire. None will say that Eowyn betrayed the word of her king. I will protect the people of Edoras and see them to safety while the battle rages elsewhere. It may come to us in the end, but if it does, I will be ready. I will need your help in the meantime. Oh, I think it's time to let go of my rabbit ring.
Things to do before the people can leave for Dunharry.
And the potent dexterous earrings of fate. There are many things to do before the people of Edoras can leave for Dunharrow. My uncle's command must be brought to the townsfolk, wagons must be loaded with provisions, belongings gathered, and there are like to be some naysayers who refuse to follow the king's will. Take this proclamation and read it before the people at several locations throughout the city. Start with the market north of the Meduseld Steps, and then work down throughout the streets of Edoras. Word will spread quickly. It has already begun to do so, but the king's command must be brought to the people so that the preparations for their departure can be made. Not everyone will be pleased with this, Norwen. Be kind if you can, but keep your resolve strong. This must be done. Theoden King has commanded it. This is awesome. This market is a good place to read the proclamation. You read the proclamation aloud and several people nearby begin to mutter darkly. Baduhild reluctantly agrees to leave the city. Anwind grumbles but reluctantly agrees to leave Edoras. On! I'll be right back. Sims language. Because you couldn't hear what we were saying. I should have got on my horse, really. Never mind, almost there. By these stairs is a good place to read.
Do you have a time to spare an old woman, tidings bearer?
An old woman seeks to catch your eye. I have heard the commands of Theoden King and would obey, but it has been many years since Ethrith felt the bloom of youth, and I do not have the strength I once did. My belongings are bundled in this crate, but I cannot carry it down the hill to the Dunharrow wagon without help. The wagon is to the north of here, if you follow the road. Can you bring my possessions to the wagon north of here? Just follow the road. Ethrith will be in your debt. Oh. Do I? Where is the wagon? Is this it? No, that's not it. Apparently I've left them on the wagon, but I didn't see a wagon. And I'm still carrying. Okay. You leave her belongings on the wagon as she asked, though, so apparently I did it? I don't know. The entrance courtyard is a good place to read the proclamation. Whoa, what?
Everyone must obey the word of Theoden King.
I heard you read the words of Theoden King, and I know everyone who is not going to fight needs to leave Edoras. But those men over there were laughing, and I had them insult the name of the king. You're not going to let them escape justice, are you? Everyone has to obey the word of Theoden King.
What gives you the right to order us out of our homes?
Maybe those are the commands of Theoden, and maybe they are not. Maybe they are the words of Gandalf. Maybe the wizard is working against us and just wants the treasure for himself. Do they not say that trouble follows him wherever he goes? I will teach you a lesson, elf. I will teach you what happens when you do the bidding of wizards. Now you will suffer. I yield, I yield. By these stairs is a good place to read. Several people are grumbling. Oh, do you mean the grumbling voice? That does sound kind of simish. After a brief discussion, Colin agrees to leave Edoras. Hereth listens to your words and eventually agrees to obey the king. Hopefully I can go up this way. The war steed was too difficult to maneuver, so now I'm just using a regular horse.
It will be some time before all the people are ready to leave, but this is a start.
You've done as I asked? Good. Every journey must begin with preparation, especially one as important as this.
Rima has fled the city, but I believe some of his allies remain.
There are still so many tasks we must see to completion before the people are ready to leave Edoras, but something worries at the back of my mind and divides my attention. When you searched Grimma's chambers with Hammer, you told my uncle that the room was already in disarray, as if it had been searched before you arrived. Why would Grimma leave his chamber in such a state? If he was seeking something specific, surely he would know where to find it. No, I think his room was searched by someone entangled deeply within his schemes. Grimma has fled the city, but it is my belief that his ally at least remains. Among the papers you collected was the cryptic phrase, "No mere wit he," and a number of other writings. I do not know what they mean, but mention is made of a number of locations throughout Edoras. Go to some of these and see if you can find sign of Grimma's friends or allies. Oops. Press the wrong button there. None of us are doing this for free, Worm. Remember that we expect to be paid well for our services. If you think we're common brigands, you aren't as sharp as that blade you carry around. If you aren't careful, you'll find it in your back next. And maybe the old man will find another to do his bidding. Maybe that's one of us. You say you can't grant me the burg, but I'm not dealing with the sword of jewels on my own. The old man values you as you say he does. Why is he not giving you the run of the place once it is all done? On another parchment in the same hand, F says he'll bring the weapons out of the guardhouse on the morrow and leave them by the side wall. And if you are certain the king will stay inside. We have not seen him in weeks, but he does still command the loyalty of his people. Only he can stop this now that E is imprisoned. F assures me that E will not be a problem. He spends day and night poring over that map, raging against his confines, but will not disobey the king. L. On a scrap of parchment in a different hand, The Blood Eye thinks we should act quickly. He says Gandalf is coming back. How could he know this? H. This page is almost illegible, written in a hasty hand. Which tower? There are several along the northeast wall of the city. I do not know if L is going to put the wood at the proper tower. You need to talk to him before we act. H wanted me to ask about the contents of the chest as well. You say it will burn, but it is very sturdy and may not spread to the southeast gate. If the chest burns, but the fire does not spread, H says it will be your head, F. Oh, hey Mirador. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day so far. A woman! Leofing was an ally of Wormtongue, but are there others? The strongbox is scorched, as if it was set on fire, but the blaze did not spread. Oh, I see someone of trouble. Becca. Becca was an ally of Wormtongue, but are there others? Did someone put this pile of timber here with plans to set it ablaze? Oh, I think another one was chasing me. Never mind. I did kill him, like, when he was there, so... These weapons are out of place. Why were they moved here? Why indeed?
You found some of Grima's allies and defeated them? Good.
Those snakes would have caused trouble for us, especially once my uncle rides to Isengard. I hope that was all of them, Laurelin. I still do not understand all of the mysteries you uncovered in Grima's chambers, but perhaps we have ended the schemes that were plotted there. What are you doing there? My uncle and his riders are ready to depart. Let's get the bracelet of conspiracy.
My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete.
I think it's just ridiculous. It's not possible. It shouldn't be possible. My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete. Now he rides to Isengard and to war. I will remain behind as he commanded, but my thoughts will dwell upon him until his return. Enter the Golden Hall and see if he has further commands for those of us who still remain. Right, before I do that, I think I'm just gonna go AFK for a minute. Because I want to make a cup of tea. My throat is like, because of all the reading. Oh my gosh. I'm back, and thank you so much for the raid, Scormy. Hope you had a good stream. Were you doing Lotro as well? That was good timing. I literally just got back from making a tea. Oh, that's awesome. What content were you doing? Hey, Muckshifter. How are you? Right, what am I doing? I was going in here. I've just got to West Rohan with Neb and Arkasaur. And it's content they have never done before, so it's really exciting. Thanks, 121 Bayawning doing Volume 1 content. Oh, cool. Volume 1 was so good. I was gonna say something, I forgot. It will come back to me. Want to do all the old content before the new. That's a good plan. It's nice to like relive the old stories as well. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that like when I logged in, I don't know, I just randomly looked on my friends list because I don't log into Laurelin that much anymore, only when I do this stream, and very rarely, and I don't even know what the level cap is anymore. I was looking at someone, I was like, oh, they're playing again and they're level 120, that's cool. And then I realized that the level cap's 130. That's crazy. My highest level character's 115. I Aria'd him to 120. Oh, okay. I see. That's cool.
The riders are ready to depart, as am I.
We will ride to Isengard and remind Saruman of what he has forgotten, that the Riddermark is not his for taking. It belongs to the Eorlingas, who will refresh his memory with sword and spear. I know that Eowyn is unhappy with her charge, and she would be on the forefront of the battle if I allowed her to ride with us. It would console her little to know that it is not her safety I seek to ensure with my command, but that of my people. They will need someone to lead them in my absence, someone to give them hope for better days to come. They need Eowyn to be strong, and I know she will be. Another spear at Isengard will avail us little. A shield at home may be the difference at the last. I'm ready to ride. Let me know when you are ready to see us off. It is time. It is time.
Theoden King has mustered a force of more than 1,000 spears and prepares to ride for Isengard. Will he return to Edoras in this life?
Isengard. But okay. Gandalf was right, Nirelwen. I have sat in the shadows of my hall for too long. It is good to breathe the clean air once more and to feel a breeze upon my face. Grumma's whisperings made me forget, but now the memory of good has returned to me, and in greater force than before. Walk with me a ways, Nirelwen. I have a request to make of you.
Forward, snowmen. While I ride to Isengard, I would have you lend your aid to those who remain behind.
Our friend does not ride with us.
There are dangers both behind and ahead, Eomer.
I know you are needed elsewhere, Nirelwen. Still, I would feel more at ease if you rode with us. Eomer hesitates, and you can see him struggling with the weight of a decision. I do not want to add my own worries to those that already concern you, but if you find yourself in the Eastfold, perhaps you will cast an eye towards my home. The town of Oldburg is my home, when I am not in Edoras, and it is now left in the care of my steward, Arkil. It has been a long while since I returned to Oldburg, and I worry that the dangers that threaten the rest of the Mark may also affect my home. You need not go there in haste. Help my sister with her own task first, but it would ease my mind if I thought you might go to Oldburg afterwards. You have my thanks, Nirelwen. I read it all! I read it all even though it got progressed. What a relief. The armor of this land is not made for dwarves, Laurelin, but the king gave me a shield bearing his device, a white horse on a green field. I am proud to bear it, but I am less pleased at the prospect of being borne by such a creature on the journey to Isengard. I have had enough of bouncing around on the back of such beasts like a sack of a meal. Eomer says that I may ride with him, and I have agreed to take him up on his offer as long as Legolas will ride beside us. Together we will teach young Eomer how mistaken he has been concerning the Lady of the Golden Wood. We will bring good company, assuming he learns his lesson well and quickly. There you are, Laurelin. Did you not recognize me? Theoden gave us raiment of war from his own hoard. I prefer my own garb, but we'd ride now to war, and this shining mail will serve me better. Still, I appreciate the gift. I understand your path leads elsewhere, Laurelin, but still we may yet meet again. There are dangers aplenty in Rohan, and not enough good-hearted folk to defeat them. If only there were 2 of you, or 4, or 6. Aragorn laughs, and some of the riders nearby look at him curiously. Ha ha ha. Sounds of merriment are rare in these times, Laurelin, and defeating Saruman will not change that. Gandalf is quick to remind me that the real foe lies east and not west, but if Rohan is to survive, we must do something about the enemy that is nearest, and we will. The host is assembled and ready to ride, Laurelin, but there is still one matter I would see resolved. Will you find Gléowain and bring him before me? There is still the matter of his punishment to be settled. Thou art hero. Thank you. The king has chosen this moment to reveal his punishment. I am prepared, Laurelin. Whatever my king decides will be just. I'm ready.
Gléowain, do you know why I have called you before me?
I do, my king. My friends and I return to Edoras against your direct command.
Why did you do this?
We did this out of love, my king, and fear. Love of the Mark, and fear for its people.
I share this love, Gléowain, and this fear. But a king's word is law, and must be obeyed. You will not escape judgment.
That is just, my king. I submit to your will.
I ride to war. It is like to be my last riding. I need a minstrel by my side to record the deeds that await.
My king?
It will be your burden to witness my final days, if this be they, and record them in song.
You will return from the battle, my king.
That may be so. Do you accept my judgment?
I do, my king.
Arkansas can be your minstrel. It is done, Laurelin. Each of the 3 of you, Gléowain, Horn, and the elf with whom I now speak, will serve Rohan in the ways for which you are best suited, and scrub away the black mark incurred by defying my command. Now it is time to depart. Aid my sister-daughter Éowyn as the people journey to Dunharrow, and wish us well in the battle. With good fortune we will overcome, and put an end to Saruman's treacheries at long last.
Forth, Aerlingus.
Oh, I didn't have time to do charge. That's so sad. I guess they just don't trust a dwarf. They should, though.
So they are gone. May they ride to victory.
It is now up to those of us who remain to carry out my uncle's will and the wishes of those who ride with him. I hope we are both up to the challenge, Laurelin.
My uncle has commanded that I bring the people of Edoras to Dunharrow.
For that is a more defensible location than Edoras. Before we make our way there, we should send word to Harrowdale of the great number of people that soon will be arriving. Some have already made their way to Harrowdale, but more will be arriving soon, from all corners of Kingstead. If you have time enough to spare, I ask that you travel northeast to the town of Entwaid, and ensure that the people there are prepared for what lies ahead. Afterwards, someone will need to travel to the Harrowdale. Eowyn pauses as she seems to be weighing something carefully before speaking. The Lord of Harrowdale is Thane Dunhere, nephew of Erkenbrand, Lord of the Helm's Deep in the Westfold. He is a mighty man, accomplished in battle and most loyal to my uncle and the Mark, but he rode to defend the ford of the Isen some weeks ago, and his wife now rules in his stead. She and I have never been friendly. Ellen Fremedon is, by most accounts, a kind woman, and as just as her husband, but she and I are different as the badger is to the noble steed. She will not be pleased to hear that I and the folk of Edoras will soon be sheltering at her hall, but she would be less pleased to hear the news from me. After you have helped the people of Entwaid travel to Underharrow to the south and give Ellen Fremedon this unpleasant news, there is little other choice, and you seem to be the best available messenger for these tidings, Rohan.
I need your help, my friend.
With my uncle Theoden bringing the war to Saruman, there remain a great many things to do in the Western Met. To the east, the river ford of Entwaid lies along Entwash's shores and was held by the Wade for many years, and has held the Wade for years innumerable. Thane Edric commands the post and holds but a few men in his service. The White Hand has pressed into the king's lands as of late, and the cost of losing the Wade would be unknowable. I have many matters to attend to in my uncle's stead, but I know this is a task for which your skills are suited. If you would aid me, I will have your steed readied for the journey at once. Eyes and speakers getting into your head as well. I know, I'm sorry. I said it and then I was like, I can't undo it. Because I'd already got to the next bit. Hey, Monstar Cookie Mon. Thank you so much for the follow. And welcome to the stream. Hey. No worries. Feel free. I'm just questing in West Rohan at the moment with Neb and Arkasaur. We've just done a load of epic stuff, and I think now we're getting to
Enemy must be punished for encroaching upon
regular
our
quests. Grimmer has poisoned your mind now. I know. Isn't God. At long last, Edoras sees fit to send anyone at all to the Wade. Perhaps Eowyn is a bolder leader than her uncle.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Well then, welcome to Entwaid, traveller. I have little time to spend chatting with one so ill acquainted with the troubles of Rohan. The king has ridden west and left me many problems and not enough men to handle them. Be him renewed or not, my people have still been forgotten. Look to my side, traveller. My wife, Leoflad, struggles to make ready to evacuate my people to Oldburg. Such a task would be difficult even if the Uruks were not riding our plains, but such things are commonplace under Theoden King. Let me speak no more of him, for my wife thinks such things bode ill for my temper. If you would help us prepare, we would be grateful for your aid, though I know not how much I can repay you in these dire times.
The Rohirrim have need of your
Gosh, so much text. They're like, oh, we don't have time for this. Oh, we're losing every hour. Saruman wins more. Oh, I can't be bothered to tell you about all these problems. You're so ignorant of Rohan's problems. And then they just give me like speech after speech. It's like they're all conspiring to kill my throat. That's an MMO for you. Yeah. Ho, traveller, Edric has sent you to me. Good. Perhaps now we shall be able to depart in some timely manner. It has been a great undertaking to uproot the people of Entwade, Rohan. At my husband's request, I shall aid in escorting them to safety in Ulberg to the south. Many have packed for weeks now, but we cannot afford to wait any longer. I protested when Edric bade me to stay in Ulberg as well, but if I cannot return to Kingstead, then I shall aid the people of the Eastfold during my stay. Truly they face great troubles as well. As for you, my people are ready as they likely ever will be. Would you do me a great favour and bid them all join me here?
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Entwade has been the victim of many assaults of late, Rohan. For my part, my men and I have kept the people from harm and our homes largely intact. However, in the past week, the attacks have ceased. It does not take one well-versed in strategy to presume that a larger attack will soon fall upon us. I have been busy helping my wife prepare the people for travel to Ulberg, and any new information of our foes' whereabouts has not yet been delivered to me. If you would speak to my guards near the Entwashland in town, they may have more insight on the dangers we'll be left to deal with once my people depart.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
You appear to be a hale hunter, traveller. As my wife makes ready to escort my people south to safety, I would ask something of you. The road to the south will lead my people to Ulberg, but our foes lurk too near. The Uruks that stalk the fields of Kingstead have done much to harry my people, and have been so bold as to attack Entwade itself several times in the past weeks. Now I have heard talk that they ride along the road to the south and slay passers-by before claiming their goods. My people and my wife cannot meet such a fate, Rohan. Ride against them and clear the road so that my people may pass unfettered when the time comes. I have a ton of deeds to do as well. Me too. Me too. Welcome back, Arkasol. Very well, we shall go and meet Leoflad. Let us fetch our belongings inside and then we shall gather with the others.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Thane Edric wishes to know what has become of our foes. The Uruks still ride along the plains, and the king has done naught to drive them off. He stripped us of most of our men, and soon we shall be even fewer when Leoflad and the rest depart. The Uruks circle us like vultures, Norwent, and there is no telling when they shall strike at us next, or if they direct their wrath towards Middlemead. That is all I know of what is to come, Norwent. The people must make ready to leave as soon as they are able. I shall join with the others when I finish my work here. Wait not on my account. It shall not be long. I suppose I have packed enough for now. How can it take these people weeks to pack? Takes me like a day to pack for a holiday or something. We'll miss you, friends. Take care of each other while I am gone, for I shall return as soon as I am able.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you, Norwin. You allowed me a chance to finish with other preparations, and now it appears that everyone is here. Keeping them at my side will likely prove more challenging, but worry not, Norwin, for I have handled far worse. Need to find pillagers. Oh, gosh. Look at you guys on your steeds and I'm just like, screw it. I'm going on foot. There we go, that's all of them. I can't believe we've been doing this for nearly 2 hours now already. That's how much text there was, because we've barely done anything. We've done one book of Epic Quest. We've only just started doing regular quests.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Hey Immortal Benny, how are you doing? I did some lurk here because Twitch suggested it. Ooh, Twitch is on my side. I like it. I liked it, but need to watch a friend now. Keep up the awesome streams. Oh, thanks so much. Glad you enjoyed. See you around. You bear the telling marks of a skirmish, Laurelin. I trust it is done then. The Uruks have been fighting with great tenacity as of late, so I am glad that their riders along the road have been quelled. Talk to Inguk. I almost have all my trait points, so soon I'll be able to get my Pathfinder skill. Excuse me? What is this? No traits. No. What? Why? It's been like that for almost half a year. But why didn't I have anything slotted? I don't understand. Why haven't I had anything slotted? Because I do on my other characters. But I didn't switch them. Oh! Why did it change it? That's so odd. Why have I got really weird traits as well? I don't really need that. I need idealism, I think. I think that will do for now. I don't know what's going on. You aren't a slutty gal, I guess.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
It has been long since I have spoken with Thane Edric. While it is true that the relative peace is held, I fear it will soon end. During my post a few days ago, I spied orcs crossing the Entwash, with much difficulty, mind you, passing on to the shore of Kingstead. These orcs looked different, and they did not bear the markings of the White Hand. Moreover, they appeared to be fleeing from the farmstead nearby. Perhaps Reeve Fastred is as brutal as I have heard it told. I'm not one to believe that an orc can know fear, so I'm certain we have not seen the last of them. Thane Edric surely knows not of this, and he must be advised about such troubles. Hey, Laurelin. If you recommend me which class to play for solo leveling, I would say a hunter. Not that, like, 5 of my characters are hunters. I'm not biased at all. The reason I say hunter is because they're quite good DPS. They have some healing and stealth, like stuff to like help a little bit. The travel also helps a lot because there's a lot of like, you know, running around places, and if you're lazy as well want to get quests done quick, then the travel is good. Pick any except a guard. Guardians, I think they've got quite a weak DPS, don't they? Or did they change that? I would like to have healing and DPS spec. Then maybe a Runekeeper would be quite a good idea, because with Runekeepers you can change from being DPS to healing. I think Runekeeper would be quite a good choice, because then you can just decide which one you want to do. Lawemaster, I've not really played a Lawemaster much. I find them a bit slow. Like there's quite a few inductions that you have to sort of... I think you get to quite a high level before you can start lowering those inductions. Guardians kill really fast now because you can just head whole field and kill all in one spot. Well, if you like doing that, then Guardian would be good. Yeah, maybe not so much early levels, but I think once you get past a certain point, it's quite good. The landscape solo quests are pretty much trivial to do. Yeah, I think it depends on what kind of extra things you want to have, because they all, like, all the classes do DPS, but not all of them do healing, and some of them are more squishy than others. Like Minstrel and Lawemaster are more squishy. It depends what armor class people like they use. I've heard that some group content is really hard to do alone. Well, yeah, if you're doing like a raid on your own, that's hard. I mean, yeah, you'll get a pet, but you'll also be really squishy if things come at you. If you want to do group stuff and be strong doing group stuff, then I would say a captain, because captains use heavy armor and you can they have a lot of buffs. Hey lol. Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Yeah, captains also have a pet too, and you can choose what you want your pet to do. You can have them like buff, or you can have them you can have an archer. There's quite a lot of choices. Prefer a Lawemaster, always wanted in a group as easy to level, great for getting resources. I found them really difficult to level. But same with Captain. They're like a mix of everything. They're not exceptional at anything, but okay-ish at everything. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Hey, Lord Master. Is there really a lot of people here? I think a lot of people are lurking. But I don't know, I hide the view account because otherwise it makes my brain feel like, oh god. So yeah, I don't look at the view account until after the stream now. I find it much easier. Oh, what is this? People are killing orcs nearby. Sorry if you guys are getting bored. Oh my god, Lawmaster, stop! You're gonna make me all nervous. I'm just gonna pretend that you're exaggerating. I'm gonna pretend you're exaggerating. I cannot tell you much more than you already know, Laurelin. The Uruk-hai have roamed in from both east and west, and I fear that they have stolen the horses of the Broadacres in their travels. I fear that they are responsible for Middlemead's silence as of late as well, though I know Magla... Is it Magla? I know Magla would not allow such foes to come close to his people. Ah well, the troubles facing Enwade are numerous enough. None shall be safe until the roads are cleared of their kind. And of that I am sure Thane Edric knows. There's whole Poland watching you because your stream is hosted by Polish public TV. What? In that case, oh god, I can't even remember how to say hello in Polish. Dzięki is thanks. Oh my god, I can't even remember how to say hello. I know.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders.
That would be stupid otherwise. It is as I feared, Norwen. More foes rally around our lands even now, and with such little time before my people depart, we shall have to find and strike at these threats as soon as we are able, for only then will my people find safe passage. Black Salamander, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thanks so much.
There are not enough curses in the world.
I appreciate that.
Of the lands of Rohan.
You have done well, Neurowen. With these threats identified and my people prepared for the journey they can set off, you have saved me a great deal of time and provided my people the safe passage they so dearly needed. Their journey will take some time, and they will find the surest of safety within Eldberg. As for those threats to the north and south, I have much more to ask of you. Before I say my farewells to my wife and people... Oh god. I messed up that sentence. More than 50% of all Lotro viewers are watching your stream now. No pressure. Thanks. This is why I cover the view count, because I don't want to know. I just want to do my thing, and if people watch, then that's nice, but it just drives me crazy otherwise. As for those threats to the north and south, I have much more to ask of you before I say my farewells to my wife and people, so do not wander yet, friend. My people stand ready, Laurelin. I do not wish for them to delay any longer, for the sooner they depart, the sooner I can turn my efforts to defending Endwade once again. If you will allow me a few moments to say my farewells to my people and my beloved Laerflad, I shall find you after they begin their journey. Laerflad is a strong woman, of this I am sure, and she will know how to handle things should any trouble arise on their journey. Laurelin, these new troubles my men spoke of, they are greatly concerning. I worry that the White Hand rallies for a great assault. Our foes shall not break Endwade, not while I draw breath, but I fear for the folk upon the plains. The captain of my guard may not know of such threats, as he too has been distracted by the bustle of my people, but he must be told, for the time to act draws near. If you would speak with him in the mead hall. Let me just finish my tea. Oh, I guess he's upstairs.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
You bring ill tidings, traveller. Laurelin, was it? I knew of a great many threats in Kingstead, including the Uruks to the north and west, but these orcs that have crossed the shores, they complicate the already wide front of Endwade. We will need to deal with such things soon. I'm sorry, I've had too much mead. I will speak with my men of what is to be done to defend our settlement, and you should acquaint yourself with the map and notes over on the table while we wait for Edric's return. He will have much to say to Laerflad before he bids her farewell, so take as much time as you need. When you are able, speak with Womar, for he will be happy to talk to one as seasoned as yourself. I should not have my tortoise on. I shouldn't have had it on this whole time. I hope you guys haven't had it on as well. Actually, no, it's fine, because if we're all leveling together, then that's good. Notes and a map of the western net lay strewn about the table before you. The notes are primarily comprised of terse, unsent missives to Thane Malgar of Middlemead and Reeve Fastred of Snowbourne, but one in particular calls for able-bodied men to ride to Theoden King's side in the Westfold. The map is heavily marked with numerous forces being noted in central and eastern Kingstead, and it also depicts the path of Edric's people through southeastern Kingstead into the Eastfold. The largest threats are marked to the west and north of Endwade, and the road to the northwest has been marked as overrun. Oh wait, are they in here? Is that just the map that's a ring? No, they're here.
You bring provisions.
There's no vault in this forsaken country at all except for Dunharrow. Oh dear. You know, much of the threats facing us for having arrived so recently, Laurelin. I mean no offence, but I wish that others had spoken with us sooner of such concerns so that plans might have already been formed. Our men in the field likely know well of such problems, so perhaps they have already begun to work against our foes. For my part, I have heard noises about the town at night, though I know not whence they come. I shall soon have to investigate those, but the others refuse to aid me. No matter, I have dealt with worse on my own. Cyric has more to say to you, so I shall not keep you from your charge. No, but why don't you just milestone, like, when we're near a milestone and just port somewhere with a vault? This chair is malfunctioning. Oh, it's all going wrong today. I don't think these are proper chairs. They're not proper chairs. I'm disappointed.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Womar is young and untested, Laurelin. The last mysterious noise he heard was a chicken making a ruckus in a shed, so such an assertion is not new to me. His spirit is strong, though, and I know that in time he shall become a fine warrior. Ho, did you hear that? I believe Edric has returned and the people have set off. You should speak with him below when you are able.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
I, Norwen, Leoflad and the others have begun their journey. I pray that their travel is swift and unhindered, and I shall send word to them in Uldburg when such time is afforded me. Now then, let us speak of other matters.
Right hand is wicked.
Hail, Nirelwen. Leoflad and my people have set off to Uldburg, and my hope is that they shall arrive having encountered nary a trouble. Their safety weighs heavily upon me, friend, and I have the weighed for years, and I would not have sent them away if I saw not the danger approaching from all sides. Yet I wish Theoden had done more to aid us. He could have secured Kingstead before leaving us to fend for ourselves among so many foes. As it stands, he has left his niece to handle his affairs here, but I think her no more likely to lead than him, even spared the venomous whisperings of Wormtongue. This, of course, brings me to you. You have come into our lands and aided my people well. There are many matters to attend to in Entwaid, and all of them of dire importance. Without a concerted effort, there can be no way to address them all before time runs out.
We cannot wait for the darkness to abate. Rohan must rally.
So much text to read. Damn. And I'm just tripping over everything now because I've been reading so much. Just be brave. Traveller, would you do me a favour? Thane Edric has asked that the homes of those who departed today be boarded up to protect them from any assaults that are for... I can't do it. Can I... let me start again. Ask Art to read it for you. Traveller, would you do me a favour? Thane Edric has asked that the homes of those who departed today be boarded up to protect them from any assaults that our foes might launch. I would complete this task myself, but I, and I am certain many others, would like to prepare the defences for the coming siege. If you would aid us, I have already set out the planks near the homes that need to be boarded up, so all you have to do is hammer them into place. This would save us a great deal of time, friend.
Do you bring provisions?
Nirelwen, I have something to ask of you. As Cyric said, I have heard noises coming from the privies about town in the night, but I have not been able to track their source. Cyric and the others think me mad, but I know that something has taken up hiding in Entwaid. If we are to secure the town as Edric demands, would it not be reasonable to investigate such a thing? If you would humour me, I would be grateful for your kindness. Go into town and search the privies. I'm certain the noise must be coming from one of them, but the sounds have come from a different direction each night, so you shall need to check them all. It's worse than the Entmoot. It's daytime outside this hall already and they're still talking. It's crazy, isn't it? As you reach for the handle, a man steps forth from the privy. Ah, so I have been found out. Worry not, I shall save you the trouble. Present myself to Edric before he can misunderstand my intentions. What? What is this quest? What was he doing? I mean, it's kind of obvious what he was doing. but it's confusing. An orc! And I've lost all my skills. Because when you change your trait line, for some reason it changes the virtue line. What? What do I need? Determination, innocence, idealism, fidelity, confidence. What was the other one? Was it loyalty? No. Was it innocence? Damn it. I think it was innocence. The explanations were clearly too short. Right, this is better. Why are the virtues tied to the trait line though? It's silly.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
As you have no doubt heard from Thane Edric, orcs have crossed the Wade into our lands from the Suckroffs. We know not what has driven them here, but they cannot remain, for their numbers will bolster the already sizable forces of the White Hand. Maybe for a hunter, but it's great for a guard? Oh, okay. They bear queerly adorned armour, but beneath it they appear frailer than most we have seen thus far. It is my thought that Reeve Fastred and his men drove them off, though I would imagine Edric would take him to task for not slaying all of their number. We cannot abide them near our border. Ride south of Entwade along the edge of the river and slay them. For how gaunt they appear, it may well be a mercy.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I grow concerned for the men in Entwade Neurowen. In Thane Edric's fervour to protect the crossing, we have forgotten that our crofters have gone, and our rations must be preserved for the coming battle. In other times such things were not a problem, but with the coming of the orcs from the Suckroffs, I fear that our easiest source of food may be at risk. I speak of course of fish. Along the river Entwash we have a great many nets in place to trap fish as they swim downstream. However, the orcs are a rough, vile lot, and I worry they have destroyed or befouled our fish and nets since they passed into our lands. If you would, venture to the river's edge and search the nets. If any fish remain, the men could benefit greatly from seeing them return to Entwade. You can attach the defense traits to the blue tree and the offensive to the red tree, and they switch automatically. I can see how that would be good, but I don't like it. There we go. Amidst the starved orcs of the Suckroffs, you have found a grim source of food sustaining them, the horses of the riders of Entwade. The fallen horses must have been stolen away as they wandered the fields. These mighty steeds of the Rohirrim ill deserved a fate, and should be buried ill deserves such a fate and should be buried on the plains of Kingstead. I love big pools like this. Right, here are the fish. Got all the fish. I love how you can see Edoras from here. Although you could not save them from their grim fate, you have returned honour to the horses of the Rohirrim of Entwaid and buried them upon the wide, beautiful plains of Kingstead. We've just got to board up homes and search privies. Can do it on a horse. Where is the third privy? Guess this is it. Oh, well done on level. As you open the door, a chicken appears, clucks loudly and skitters away. Thank you for taking the time to do this, Laurelin. You brought our men more time to prepare for the coming siege in doing so. When this war is finally ended and our people can return, they can rest easy knowing that our foes did not invade their homes to any vile end. Because I'm sure some boards are gonna stop them.
We are a strong lot. We will survive.
Ha, I knew my ears had deceived me, but this begets yet more trouble for Entwaid. Orcs hiding in the town? Unthinkable! And as for this man you found, Thane Edric will not be pleased that one of his people was left behind, especially if they intended to stay against his orders. We must speak more of this once the other threats outside Entwaid have been quelled. Oh, so he was meant to have left. I see.
For encroaching upon our lands.
Ah, you have returned. Thank you for recovering these fish. With my people and our crofters gone to the south, the farms are not as well kept as they have been, and we will need as many rations as we can muster.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
I know not if Reeve Fastrad drove them from his lands, but the orcs will find no safety here. You have removed another threat facing me and my men, and for that I am grateful. Though I have no love for Theoden, the orcs of the White Mountains have long lain dead, and I shall not tolerate another orc on the plains of Kingstead. Right now, what? Aid Thane Edric's men. I need to find more quests to do.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to dispel them at all cost.
Hail! I heard word of a hardy hunter that has come to the Entwade, and surely that must be you. I have little time for introductions, but I am Kenbert. Thane Edric sent me to patrol the road to Middlemead, but I have met for some resistance. The Uruks lurk all around us here, but I doubt myself seen. Middlemead is a valuable trading post of Kingstead, and Entwade was oft host to scores of traders. As of late, none have made it to Entwade, and Edric is convinced the king's departure marked an uprising of Uruks in our lands. If the trade routes are truly overrun, our situation will be dire. Patrol along the road to Middlemead, and I will hold my position here. If you cannot find any sign of traders or their goods, we will need to act swiftly, or the Uruks will claim all.
Shadows lie along our path.
This bodes ill for us, Laurelin. The Uruks cannot be allowed to lay claim to our trade routes and goods. There must be some reason for their wanton violence, and I fear that they will use the resources of our rich lands against us. Ride along the road and slay the Uruks you encounter. Those near the carts have likely pillaged our goods, and they must be returned to Entwade if we hope to win this war. Gosh, my throat. It's like killing me. Amid the wreckage along the road to Middlemead, you have discovered a crate of crops from Kingstead that withstood the Uruk assault. If more crates remain intact, such supplies would be of great value to the warriors of Entwade in their preparation for the coming assault. I don't know why I was doing Heartseeker. That was dumb. I like that the horse, like, just chills there. You just knock off the York, and then the horse is like, oh yeah, I'm free. There we go. Do we have to search these? No, I think they're just there. They're just there and they're selectable, but you can't do anything with them, I think. You've recovered many of the crops pillaged by the Uruks near Entwade. With these renewed supplies, Entwade will have enough rations necessary to hold through the impending assault. Congrats, Ark! I'm really behind, you guys. I'm like halfway to level 87. Never mind. It's not the end of the world. The road here is barren and nothing catches your eye. You've discovered wreckage carts and ransacked goods littering the edges of the road. Uruks dart about atop the dark horses, stealing goods from their recent kills. I think these horses are all from dead Uruks. I think it might be a little bit bugged. Alas, I had worried this would be the case. I mourn for the people of Middlemead, and I hope that such loss will not continue to visit our lands. Now then, we must form a plan, for the Uruks must be dealt with and our goods salvaged.
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the horse lords have need of aid.
Along the road I have seen many foes, Laurelin. None were greater than the Uruk who guarded their stockpile of pillaged goods. He rode atop a thickly armoured steed and bore weapons of the finest make. He has no doubt stolen these tools from our traders, caught ferrying blades of the stone deans back to Kingstead. I know not if this Uruk is their leader or merely one of their mightiest, but he must be slain if Entwade is to be prepared for the coming attack. Ride out to their stockpile along the road's edge and slay him when you can draw his attention. Thane Edric will wish to know this foe has been put to an end. A hale Uruk atop an armoured steed rides forth. Wish you would let me face him. Okay. He's dead. I think I'm gonna end in half an hour because my throat hurts so bad. You've lessened the blow to our lands, Norwin, if only to a small degree. With only my men and I stationed here, we will use these supplies to arm and defend Entwade. You have my thanks for bearing such a burden.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
This Uruk has harried my people for weeks now, and I am glad to hear he finally met his end. The supplies he and his ilk have been keeping from my men can now be recovered, and we can redouble our efforts to prepare the Wade. Few could deny the effort you have put forth, Norwen. My men and I are grateful for what you have done to aid us in preparing for the White Hand's next assault. Without the King's aid, we were ill prepared for such a task, but should the Wade hold, he and I shall have words upon his return. Come then, we must talk of what is to be done with this man you have found.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
You have done much to aid me and the people of Entwaid, Laurelin. My men and I will continue to ready the town for the White Hand's return, but there remains little left to do. Now, as for the man you found hiding in town, while he clearly evaded my men, he will still need to rejoin with the others in Oldburg. The roads can be travelled in numbers, but I would not send him south alone, not in these times. If you would, travel south with Aegelman? And bring him to rejoin with Leoflad and the others.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Surely the thing cannot be serious. The White Hand will return with their forces bolstered soon enough, and when the time comes, we must be prepared to defend the Entwaid. I was trained in the art of swordplay by my father before his passing, and were my brothers before they travelled to the aid of the king. Certainly I can be of more use to the Thane here than I would be inside the walls of Eldberg. One man cannot tend the farms in the absence of our people, so what other purpose have I, if not to defend the lands of the king? I beg you, Norwen, speak to the Thane on my behalf. Edric needs every able man he can spare, and I stand ready to fight for the Wade.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
What madness is this? I have little time to ready our forces, and he seeks to delay us even further with such bold declarations. I know well his father and his skill with the blade, but this man has always been a crofter, and though his hands be worn from his labours in the Wade, he is ill-equipped to battle against the Urex and their ilk. I doubt not that he means well, but we do not have the time to prepare him. Edric sits up in his chair and looks over your shoulder. Do you hear me, Aegelman? I shall not hear such a plea, and though I apologise, you will find safety in Oldburg. Norwan will bring you to reunite with Leoflad and the others, and that will be the end of it.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Thane Edric is a brave man, but he can fly into a rage like no other I have known. We will travel south then, but I shall not merely watch these conflicts unfold in my lands. Before we depart, I wish to arm myself. If I cannot protect the Thane and Entwaid, his people shall be safe behind my shield. Let us look about town for a sword and shield, and then we shall be on our way. So we're just gonna steal one? Can't just pick up a sword off the ground. What if it's all blunt?
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Ah, these will do nicely. They have seen many a battle, Norwen, but such arms will aid me well enough. If Edric truly wishes me gone, we shall go, but I will take up arms for the people of Kingstead. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take so long to kill that guy. So much easier just to dismount. You've encountered a wrecked cart clearly here before Leoflad set off. You have seen no sign of Leoflad or her people and should continue riding south. As you cross, you spy a farmhouse in the distance. You discover 3 farmhands working amidst the fields. That black arrow guy is pretty nasty.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I have little time to chat, and nay, I have not seen the people you speak of. Why flee to Oldburg? I would think Edoras more secure. And what is to become of the Wade? I must make ready. Excuse me.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Of course I had them pass. How could one not? You have a steed, aye? Well then, ride after them. Samala looks around, trying to catch the eye of the other farmhands. Brothers, we have not the time for this. These guys should all leave.
Our mission is dire.
Ah, I mean not to be curt, but many things must be set in order before my fellows and I ride to Edoras at Eowyn's request. To answer you, I saw them pass in the last hour at a fairly slow pace. Should you ride swiftly, you will no doubt find them along the road. What was the point of this? Maybe it's gonna come up in a minute when we find Eowyn. I mean, Leoflad. Oh, this doesn't look good. You've discovered a grim scene as the people of Entwaid lay slain before you.
These lands were once so fair.
What horror, all of them. The old and the young, cut down. They were innocent, Nilnard and Nilwen. Innocent. Almost said Nilnardus then. And still, the Uruks slew them all. Egelman clasps his hand to his mouth, his eyes filling with tears. I cannot bear to see my fellows like this. Endwade may yet stand, but in truth, it has already fallen. They deserve so much better than this fate. I shall not allow the wargs of the White Hand to strip what remains of their dignity. Come then, let us bury them, and perhaps then they shall find the peace they so hoped for. This is really sad. Oh, we have to bury Leoflad as well. Where is she? That's really sad. Egelman calls out to you. Stay your hand, Rohan. Alas for brave Leoflad, she must have been overwhelmed by their numbers. For both her honour and for Edric, she must be returned to Entwaid. I will handle this task myself, friend. Edric needs to see her, and he needs time to grieve for the loss. even if he thinks time is short.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Edric must be told what has happened here, and not a moment too soon. Poor Leoflad. I have known her since she was but a girl. She was trained well in the art of swordplay, and I grieve that she did not remain at the Wade to aid us. And now, I fear for Edric, I truly do. Truly I do. Such a loss would break the strongest man, were there only more time to mourn. I will prepare dear Leoflad for travel, and I shall bear her to the Wade with haste. Prepare a steed, Norwen, and leave the rest to me.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Well done, Norwen. Now then, allow me to ready Leoflad for her final journey. Such a brave woman.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
These are the grimmest of times that I have known, Norwen. While I thank you for your aid, I wish our task could have been one less tragic. Edric must be told of what has happened, even if it wounds him greatly. All who we lost today must be mourned, and the Wade must hold in their honour. Meet me at Entwade, Norwen, and it is there we shall talk more. Oh no, poisoned. I think these guys might dehorse me. Yep. That poison slows. Oh my god, they might actually kill me. No. Let me live. I have a feeling that my bridle is like... Okay, it's 85 actually. And it's second age.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Ah, you have made it, Norwen. Edric is not well, my friend. He may seem lost in thought, but I see a blind hate building within him.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
I desire not to speak, Norwen. Egelman has told me of my people and Leoflad. Edric stares into the distance, eyes glazing over until he suddenly turns to you. What use have I to remain here? We will travel to Edoras and speak with Eowyn, and that will be the end of it. Come, we ride now. Let us travel, Norwen. I have little patience left to spare.
In the grim aftermath of the Wade slaughter, Thane Adric journeys to Edoras to confront Eowyn on matters of honor and duty.
Oh my gosh, so many things.
The White Hand is wicked.
It was a long ride, Norwen. I hope your wits are still about you. Now, let us seek Eowyn. Come, we must walk to Meduseld from here. Oh, really? Do you know why I've brought you here? No. Laurelin, you must bear witness to the terror that befell my people. Only then can they understand what I must do. Let us hasten to Meduseld. I tire of climbing these stairs at such a pace. Well, so do we. Where is everyone? Edric's face betrays a seething rage.
She must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Where is she? Where? Edric seems oblivious to your attempts to speak to him. Eowyn! Eowyn! Hey, Norm Machine. Thank you. The glow of torches in the distance signals Eowyn's arrival. Stop your shouting! I assure you, you have my attention. There is no need for such theatrics outside the hall of the king. Edric, what business brings you here at such an hour? I apologize for my outburst, but it is a serious matter, Eowyn. May we speak in private? I see. You two return to the hall. I know not how long this will be. Now, what is it you wish to speak of? My people were slain to the last, Eowyn. My wife fell with them, butchered alongside the rest. Edric, I am so sorry to hear such tidings. I have come to report that the Wade is lost. Though it stands yet, what reason remains to defend it? The war, our history, the Eastern Net, can you not see what might still be lost? Edric, your grief has consumed you. I cannot help you, not like this. Not like this. Nor did you before. You left us to die. Tell me my people were not forgotten. Dare you speak that? I mourn for your people, Edric, truly I do, but you cannot believe such things. The guilt lies with Theoden. I shall not forgive him simply for casting Wormtongue from his court. It was no fault of the king, the White Hand are to blame, and you know this as well as I, Edric. Only through inaction does their blood stain the fields of Rohan, and you. Yours shall be the blood that stains his hands. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lay it flat. Knowing he is beaten, Edric yields, and tears stream down his face.
Will you aid the horse lords?
If he spoke true, I grieve for his wife and people. These are dark times in Rohan, and it pains me to see our people faced with such brutality. I know not when his madness will leave him, but I shall speak of the good he and Leoflad have done for our people, and she shall live on in our songs. I know not why he forced you to follow him here, but I am thankful that you fought alongside me. Come, we have more to speak of. Not like this. I own this game, but I can't play it because the hotel's Wi-Fi is trash. That's shit. That sucks.
I need your help, my friend.
Thank you for your aid, Laurelin. Edric's judgment was hindered greatly by his loss. I hope in time he will see the error of his ways. He shall be cared for here in Edoras, and when he is willing, I would see him return to his post, should he wish it. He has lost enough. I would not deny him this too, even in the wake of this foolishness. As for the attack on Entwade, we must make ready to ride. I shall fight in his place.
I need your help, my friend.
We must right this wrong as best we can, Laurelin. The people of Entwade did not deserve such a fate, and so shallow is the honour of the Uruks that they press their attack still. They will not find victory at the Wade, for we will be there to meet them. Come, let us ride. We have little time to lose. Are you ready to ride to Entwade?
Seeking to avenge the wrongs done to her people, Éowyn rides east to drive the White Hand from the Wade once and for all.
Our mission is dire.
You know what's great about this expansion so far, you guys? No solo instances. It's all group stuff. And there's so many, and it's not been like, oh, you must disband your fellowship. Oh, you max players too. Oh no. But this one is like, yes, instance, instance, instance. And it's all group. I love it. Finally. It is as I feared. The White Hand has already begun their strike against Entwade. We must move swiftly to aid Thane Edric's men in holding against the enemy's forces. Follow me, Laurelin. The White Hand have already reached the Wade. We must aid Edric's men. Of course, this guy. To the mead hall. Laurelin and Lady Éowyn, I am Eagleman at your service. Well met yet, you bear naught but a sword and shield. Without armour you stand little chance against the White Hand. I mean you no offence, Lady Éowyn, but I shall not seek shelter. I would sooner die than allow the White Hand to claim Entwade. Especially after the horrors they visited upon our people. Your courage is admirable, ill-advised as it may be. I shall not deny you vengeance. I shall seek it for all of them, but where is Thane Edric? He is in Edoras, and there remains no time to speak of such things. Let us drive the White Hand from the Wade. Happy Nelly. Old Nelly. What is that from? More are coming. Do not falter. They are coming. Lady Éowyn, I did not expect to see you here. We shall take our positions in the towers and aid the archers. Very well, let us press on. Edric's men are scattered and would be grateful for any aid we can muster. Let us aid these men.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You've come just in time, Laurelin. The orcs are upon us and we cannot allow them to raise the palisades. What are palisades? We will slay any that make for the gate, but you must defeat that now. You must defeat those that attack the fence swiftly now. We shall hold the orcs here, Laurelin. You must push forth and defeat the ones attacking the palisades. What, these ones? Made from sharpened trees. Hey BGW. How are you doing? From old Voltine's adventures in Red Dead Redemption. Oh, okay. I haven't played it. Did we get all of them? The gate of Entwade remains strong as the orc force dwindles. Seek out Cyric. He and the others are defending the northern border of Entwade. We shall hold position here in case the orcs return. Come, let us aid Cyric. Slain orcs and uruks litter the ground at Cyric's feet.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Laurelin, it is good to see you again. These wretched orcs will trouble us no longer, but one of the others. You speak of the forces you encountered in the south and east of Entwade. Aye, that is heartening. We have slain all they mustered here, but we must secure the western flank. Let us move swiftly, lest the White Hand gain the advantage. Womar, Giffel, take up positions in the towers. Eowyn, Laurelin, and I shall secure the western flank. Go! Andrithres and Arcasor, join Laurelin and Eowyn. Come, let us make for the western flank. Should they bolster their numbers, I fear for the Wade. We're spread too thinly, not enough men remain to repel such a force. Look ahead, the White Hand has returned. We shall do what we can, Cyric. Well, well, I guess a few are alive after all, boys. I wonder if they'll scream as well as the others. Why don't we find out? That's enough. No. Rohan belongs to the White Hand. Woman, don't you wish to know how they suffered when we ran them down? You're beaten, Uruk. Such a boast stands as weakly as you. Our riders shall not rest until your kind are purged from our lands. You ask if I wish to hear of such things? Nay.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
The White Hand shall not trouble the Wade again, Laurelin. While Edric may never have those he lost back, I know he felt what he did was right, and I trust his dedication to his duty. I hope this can bring some sense of closure to him. Come, let us return to Edoras.
Need of your aid.
You fought well, friend. I regret that the people of Entwade could not be saved, but we have done all we can for them. The White Hand shall not soon forget the victory we won today. If you are to remain in Edoras, I have many other matters to share with you.
I need your help, my friend.
I have been tasked by Theoden King, my uncle, with gathering our people to Dunharrow for shelter from this brutal war. I have managed to keep as much order as possible in Edoras, but I cannot leave my people to attend to this matter. You have proven yourself a hardy hunter, and I would entrust you with this task should you seek to aid me. Far to the north of Edoras, the trading village of Middlemead lies nestled among the trees. Gather the people and have them seek shelter here while we make ready to travel south. This quest will fail if you complete trading fates before speaking to Thane Malga. Okay.
I have need of your aid. I need your help, my friend.
Let's do all this next time because I really need to take a break now because of my throat. Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks Arkasaur and Nabursky for joining me. Thanks for reading for us. You're welcome. I'm gonna be hanging out probably about 7 p.m. GMT today on Nabursky's channel, and I don't think that I've even done a shout out command yet. Oh, my shout out command is gone. But yeah, Nabursky you can see in the chat as a mod, and I'll be on there later today, and also stream to Lotro sometimes, but mostly Neverwinter Nights. And Arkasaur, who is also hanging out with me today, streams some Lotro, usually in the evenings. Very rarely Lotro. Yeah, but you did one the other day. But yeah, those guys both stream and they're great, so check them out. And see you guys next time. Bye. Have a good week.